Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hunty's World of Pain on tour. Don't know what's going on at the moment, man. I've hit 1571 in Blitz. I've activated beast mode in Blitz. So at the start of this game, my opponent's rated 1600. It's like weird. I feel tired. I feel groggy, but I don't know. Something's working. Anyway, follow me and suck my Lucchini. Let's go for this. Okay, I have the black pieces. 5-minute blitz game, no increment. We have an Italian. We have the Lucchini Gambit, declined with d3, very, very common. And bishop c5 now puts us into the Lucchini. This move is cool, but it's rarely played. Most often what they do is slightly more accurate castles. I play knight f6, and this is starting to go this is starting to feel a bit dry. Feels like I've been here before. You know, what am I going to do if this? And in fact, knight c3 is the top move here, followed by a3. I've got the lines on here. I haven't analysed this game, by the way. So anyway, they take. This is kind of delayed, accepted, and I'm sure this is bad. Because the point is now that it simply allows me to play d4 with tempo on the bishop. Right, bishop now moves down here. I recapture my pawn. And now I'm starting to feel like, maybe, who knows? We shall see. All right, knight takes the pawn now, taking advantage of the fact that the only defender is pinned. I left my queen to d6. Apparently not a great move, because I'm attacking the knight. I'm also defending this. Best move here for black is short castles, actually. Short castles, then it likes bishop d7, coming backwards to defend. And the third move is queen d6, but it's not very accurate. Okay. They take, I take. Again with tempo against the bishop. Does white have to remove the bishop? No. White has an in-between move and plays rook e1 check. Okay. Now after king f7 apparently is the best move here. I think I play king d7. Okay, so we've got a kind of equal position. Best move for white is now d4, because this bishop is kind of powerful. Does white find d4? Does he buggery? He saves his bishop. Very, very natural move. And now, actually, weirdly, it's winning. This actually counts as a blunder. It's equal schmequal, even Stevens, right? For black and white here. After this move, black is nearly -5. Apparently the best move is knight to g4. But also the immediate bishop takes f2. Bishop takes f2 if king takes. I don't know. We can explore that. But I play knight g4, and the point of this is we've actually got double threats going on. So I don't know how we got to this position. Right? I'm threatening queen takes h2 check, forcing the king here. But I'm also threatening queen takes h2, bishop takes f2 with a fork on rook and king. Opponent plays g3, can only defend one of them. But I now take with a knight. So I thought about this for a little bit. Is that the best move? Yes. Knight takes is nearly, well, it's a whole pawn better than bishop takes. And the point again is, and we go over this a lot, take with a piece that doesn't give check immediately, because you're then threatening a discovered check on the next turn. Queen moves there. She hasn't got a whole bunch of good squares to go to. I grab a pawn for free. Okay. Best move apparently is to move one of my rooks to f8. Okay. And then knight takes d3 is the third move. So I did not find the most accurate here. Okay, but this is what I play. I'm attacking the rook, I'm attacking the bishop. It's a discovered check by this bishop, right? I mean, this is absolutely vile already. King comes to f1. And now if bishop h3, yes, that's the move I find. Okay, so we can't go here or here because of that. Oh, we can't go here either. So king comes out to here. Now I take the rook But apparently queen e5 check was more accurate. Oh, yeah. But queen e5 actually drops the knight. We'll check though. We'll check that in the analysis afterwards. Queen e5 if knight takes here. I've got this. King goes here. Maybe. Anyway, so now I just decide to grab the rook, and the king recaptures. It looks very natural. Apparently, though, queen f7 check was best. You're not going to find that. I mean, now here I thought about bringing a rook over, but my worry is rook over, king gets onto here. My queen's behind there. My bishop can't come in because it's undefended on there, stuff like that. So I thought, well, queen e5. Then at least my queen can dive in front of the pawn. So queen f6 apparently. No, now it's changed its mind. Now it does want me to give check with the rook. Yeah, so rook a to e8 is number one, then queen e5 or queen e6. Check. Okay. Anyway, I do this. Now I bring my rook over, and it's simply going to be a forced mate. That's almost checkmate. King comes back to d1. I give check again with the bishop, and it's all over. Opponent resigns. What a game! And honestly, I struggle to know how that happened. But you know, when you're playing well, and when you're playing with an emphasis on aggression and not caring too much about material, yet you're being careful not to lose, right? 78.9 from me, so it wasn't fantastic. 63 from my 1600 rated opponent. I played like a 1700, great, but wasn't the best. Let's go through it. Okay, Lucchini. Now here, what you'd love to see is this, because then you close the door, removing the bishop's defense of this knight. Okay, so you're almost forcing this move, and then we get this kind of, you know, classic idea. Very often they castle. You're bringing your knight out, like to this. If they grab, you come in, and it's just really good. Kind of hints of other gambits, you know, we've seen in. Anyway, we'll go back to the start. Okay, so he didn't do this. He castled. Knight f6 is excellent. d6 may be slightly better, and that's all right. Okay, now we grab the center. Now we grab the pawn. He does this. That was not best. I should have castled out of danger, but because I guess after this, it's saying he takes, but knight takes here. Knight takes was not ideal, because this comes with tempo, I guess. So bishop takes is best for him. Then that. And then the bishop comes out to f4. Okay. Right. But he takes with the knight. That's okay. Again, d4. You see the power of this bishop lined up with the king. Right? It really, really wanted white to neutralize that bishop, because it can't get round here because of these blocked off pawns. Right? So what's he going to do here? You know, it's stuck. So take the damn bishop out of the game. And this bishop proved to be an absolute demon. Okay, king d7 now is best, apparently. Now he saves his bishop, and this is the blunder. I mean, who would have thought it? Absolutely key move. Positionally, pawn to d4 was essential here. Next best moves are h3, and actually bishop takes c6. It's saying to white, forget about the bishop. The bishop is not important. The king matters. Only the king matters. This, blunder schmunder. Okay? Great move here. And then, that's the best move. I'm proud of that. That's good. Okay. Rook a to f1. Huh? Rook a f8. Yeah. Okay, so it's saying this is best. Then just hold your horses. Be cool. Everybody be cool. You don't have to snatch the stuff straight away. You know, this is just a horrible situation. But really, I think the whole the whole game comes down to this move. And doesn't that look just innocuous? I mean, how many of us would play that move? I don't know. Has this position ever been found? I'm gonna work. See if I can work this out. Okay. No, what I want to do, I'm going to go back to the original game. I'm going to grab the clean PGN. I could, I suppose, grab the fen from this position, right? So let's just test this out. Okay, so from here, okay, so I'm going to grab the fen. So the fen is a snapshot of this exact position. It doesn't tell you how you got there, but it does tell you whose move it is and what's playable in terms of castles, en passant, stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to go over to the Lichess Explorer. Right, just bear with me here. And I'm going to paste in the fen. Alright, now, this position has been found a few times, but I'm going to switch everything on. Okay, we're going to get every level, every whatever. Okay. 11 times this position has been reached. I'm going to hit F and flip the board. And if you look at this, look, Bishop A4. 73%. So out of 11 games, they've retreated the bishop and lost 6 of those games. 1 win, 1 draw for white here. Okay. The move D4 has been played once, and white went on to win. And this is played between two 1950s. So isn't that fascinating? This position has been reached before. You know? But absolutely remarkable. But the key thing, like we say, is this bishop is so good. This bishop is almost worthless. From white's position here, so Stockfish on Lichess now, we switch that on, see what it's got to say for itself. Yeah, it says it's a completely balanced position now. Completely balanced position. After this, we can still go with knight g4, weirdly, because we are still threatening the check on here. So white doesn't have time to capture on there. They have to push g3. Let's just play this through. Let's do a fantasy game. Okay, bishop b6. Now, save the bishop. Got ideas about this, but it's easy for this bishop to get blocked out. What we're going to have to do is move these pawns and somehow recycle this bishop around the board. So it's not going to be easy. But that's the difference. Maybe that's the difference between a 1600 player and a 1950, right? That they spot the criticality of this position, right? This bishop is nothing. Only the king matters. So I thought that was interesting.